I'm Randy Doherty with Realtor Southern Coast here in the Myrtle Beach area. So I just wanted to come on and I just wanted to share some information with you. So I didn't know so while I'm making this video, my dog is deciding to play with her toy. Anyways, I guess this is what it's called in real time. So here we go. So I didn't know if you really knew the difference between a buyer's agent and a listing agent. So let me tell you. So a buyer's agent, obviously, they represent a buyer. And it's good to have a buyer's agent represent the buyer because they need to have their terms negotiated when they put in an offer. They obviously need help going to see properties, opening the doors, and there's a lot that goes on with the buyer's agent. Now, a listing agent represents the seller. Now, I work both sides. I work both the listing agent side and the buyer's agent side. There's some realtors that strictly do listings and some realtors that strictly do buying. Now, I do both. And I think that having an equal balance is good. The reason why I think it is good is because I feel like having the knowledge and the education on the buyer side helps me when I'm responding and working with the seller to be able to educate them from that perspective. So being that I do both, when I come to your house, today we're just going to talk about the listing side. When I come to your house and I walk in your house, I'm looking at your house through the buyer's eyes. So knowing that I've worked with a lot of buyers and I'm coming to work with you as the seller, I'm going to walk into your home and look at your home through the buyer's eyes. I am not just strictly a listing agent who is going to come into your home and who is going to take a look, walk around and ask you what you feel you want to list your property for. I do my homework prior to coming to your house. I make sure I pull all the comparables. I make sure that I do all the research of the area, all the research of the neighborhood, and I even take the time to pull the taxes and the deed to make sure everything is in line to make sure your house is ready to be listed. Now, sometimes though, when a listing agent comes and does a listing appointment with a seller, that seller feels that their home is worth a certain dollar amount. We all feel that way. We all feel that our home is priceless. We want the most money for our home. Of course you do. Who wouldn't want the most money for their home? Now, facts are the facts. If you do your research and me as the listing agent who does the research, pulls comparables, sees what other homes in your neighborhood have sold for, checks the square footage, checks the updates of the home. Does it have stainless steel appliances? Are the floors all the same throughout the house? Is there carpet in the bedrooms? Is there stains on the carpet? There's so many different factors involved when it comes to listing a house. So I might come in your house and I may not feel that it is worth what you think it's worth. So the choice though is yours. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the choice is always yours. But with that being said, you can always list your house for top dollar. Does that mean it's going to sell for top dollar? Maybe. Would that be nice? Absolutely. I would love to always be wrong. Wouldn't we all? So I would love it for it to get sold at top dollar. However, let's talk reality. If your home isn't up to date, or maybe you don't have stainless steel appliances, or maybe you still have Formica countertops, or maybe, you have carpet in one room, ceramic tile in another room, and there's just a lot of different variations. Then I may suggest to you, why don't we call a painter, have a painter come in. Let's get your home painted. Let's get your home up to date. Then we can list it for top dollar. But you may not always agree. And some people don't want to put money into a home that they're getting ready to sell or walk away from. So ultimately, like I said, the choice is yours. So if another agent were to come into your house and tell you, absolutely, I can list your house. We can list it for the highest price amount you want. And it sits on the market, it's only going to hurt you. So consider that as being educated. Take that and keep that in mind when you are hiring your next listing agent. I always recommend that you interview several agents. That way you can see and you can decide who you connect with the most. Everybody's different. Everybody has different personalities, and not everybody will connect on a certain level. I'm a people person. I love to help the people. I don't consider myself this amazing salesperson. I like to come in, I like to connect with you on a more personal level. I like to get to know you. I like to get to know your house, your whys. What was it about your house that attracted you? What was it that made you feel like this was going to be your forever home? For whatever reason, we all have to sell sooner or later at some point. But I am here to connect with you on a more personal level. I am here to work for you. I am here to help you get your home sold, not just to sell it for the highest price. So keep that in mind. And the next time you're ready to buy or sell your home, call me. I would love to help you, just to meet with you, just to give you advice. I would be happy to help in any way I possibly could, even if you didn't hire me. So with that being said, you have yourself a good night and happy selling.